In this video, you will learn everything you need to know to master Cypher on Fracture. From powerful defensive setups to attack one-ways, we'll cover it all. Without further ado, let's get started with the defense on the A side. When defending A as Cypher, you should use these 3 different cameras depending on the situation. For quick and safe information on A main, simply use this camera. We recommend to use it for pistol rounds as enemies usually tend to rush the site. The second camera you should use is this one, on top of the site. It'll give you info about main, sand, and the site itself. Plus, it's a one-way camera, meaning that you'll see enemies before they even know it. Super powerful to combo with the one-way cages we'll show you in a moment. The only downside of this camera is that you can't see down dish with it. That's why we recommend also using this third camera to defend the site, as it will see deep into main and spot anyone moving up drop. Don't tag anyone with this cam, you want to keep it hidden. When it comes to trap setup, you have many different interesting choices to defend the main choke point. You can use this trap by placing it on the stairs just like that. You can also use one of these a little bit deeper on site. We also recommend you to place one between this orange box and the drop area. It will catch anyone pushing there. These 2 traps are effective when playing from CT, the safer position to play from. If your enemies tend to abuse the dish or sand area, make sure to leave a trap there. You can also use this one for sand and one of these 2 for drop. The first one is an information trap. Attackers won't be able to jump over it. The second one is a kill trap you can place down there. It'll catch anyone dropping onto site. Your enemies won't expect it. You have different ways to play the A site as Cypher, and your cages are essential to make it work. When playing on site, we strongly recommend you to place your cages like so on the platform top site. They will protect you both from main and from the sand or dish push. If you enjoy playing off one-way cages, you can absolutely use this one. Simply throw it on this small ledge. And it'll work every time. Playing on site can be very dangerous, even with very good setups. That's why you should also be prepared to play from the spawn area, where you should be safe from enemies' abilities and can still benefit from your trap setup. Make sure to dispose your cages like so. Let's now cover the best setups to defend the B site on Fracture. When it comes to camera placement, this site offers you multiple choices. The first one is an early info cam down B main. Effective to spot fast rushes, but the cam will be destroyed instantly. That's why you should also use these other more passive cameras. This one on top of B main gives you more vision on the B walkout and on arcade. You also have a clear view of the site. Up next is a very similar camera but a little more aggressive as it can see deeper into B main and arcade, meaning that enemies can see it quicker. The last camera you should use on the B site is this secret one. I bet you've never seen before. Position yourself around these boxes and aim at the bottom left part of this tree up here. Run and jump. You should be able to place it right there. This crazy camera gives you a perfect vision on site and also spots enemies going up tower. They'll never expect it. Let's talk about the best tripwire spots for B site now. For main, you should use one of these 2 traps. The first one is standard but will work anyway, and the second one is lower, less expected, but might get tripped by raised boombot or fade prowlers. Choose wisely. Next up, you have these 2 funky vertical wires. You'll be surprised how many players you'll catch hanging there, as most people run very close to this wall on the left-hand side. To prevent enemies from crossing to CT, you can use this one. And these 2 new traps will help you at stopping attackers from pushing too deep onto site. Finally, to prevent the arcade push, these 2 traps will help you greatly. The first one up in tower and the second one in the choke point down here. You get the point. There are many different ways to use your trap wires on the B site of Fracture, helping you change your setups and positioning every single round. To finalize your B site setup, you have to use your cages properly. In this case, we strongly recommend you to use them for CT. By placing a cage here around the generator, you're able to safely spray down your trapped enemies. Please use a phantom in that case, as it'll hide your bullet tracers and keep your position unknown from enemies. You can also play from canteen here with that cage. The purpose is the same, but as always when playing Cypher, you want to be as unpredictable as you can to maximize your potential. Let's now switch sides and see how you guarantee attack success for your team. When attacking a Cypher, you need to have a trap set up in order to keep your team's flank safe. When pushing the A side with your team, you should use this first trap here, and take the zipline to place the second one there. This one is tricky to find but will work nicely. When pushing the B site with your team, you should place your first trap wire here in the B lobby, and use the same second trap on the other side of the zipline. These two super simple setups will work in every situation and secure your team's back. There are some easy cameras you can use to get quick information on the defender's positions from the very start of the round. You can use this one on Dish or this one on B main, for example. Both are great. Did you know that you can guarantee the win in post plant thanks to an overpowered one-way cage on attack? Well, now you know. After planting the spike in this cubby, throw a cage on this spot and fall back to tower. Once you hear a defender tapping the spike, pop your cage and you'll be able to see them defuse the spike while they can't see anything. Get ready to dominate any other map with Cypher by checking out our guide playlist. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content, and we'll catch you in the next video.